already told y'all that the method that I prefer to stick with when preserving food is a preserve as you grow method. And that's because I don't like being overwhelmed when I have a counter full of vegetables from the garden and I need to can them and I don't have time. So every week as I get small batches together, I will sit down and preserve. Today we have enough cucumbers and I think it's only going to be about a jar of pickles, but we're going to make the brine. One of the issues that I had when trying to do small batches of pickles is that all of the recipes called for like 20 pounds of cucumbers. Well, when your garden is just starting to produce, you don't have 20 pounds of cucumbers. You have like 5 or 6 a day. So this recipe is great for that 1 jar of pickles. This is a recipe that you can water bath can, but when I just have 1 jar, instead of getting a large pot of boiling water going, I just go ahead and I stick it in the fridge. We'll eat it in the next few weeks while we're waiting on the rest of the cucumbers to start going in. When I start getting the big batches of cucumbers, then of course I go ahead and I water bath can. One of the things that's important when you're selecting cucumbers to pickle is that you're making sure you have a pickling cucumber. Slicing cucumbers do not have the density that a pickling cucumber has, and they will become soggy and squishy when you're pickling them. Another important thing is to make sure that you're cutting the blossom end off if you are preserving whole pickles, because this blossom end puts off a chemical that will actually make your entire jar of pickles soggy. I cut mine into chips and I do about, it's not quite half of an inch thick. And I just cut these up. And I actually don't include any of the ends in mine. And I hate getting out a cutting board, so I just do it like this. Once you've got your pickles, once you've got your cucumbers sliced, I put mine into a glass bowl. I top them with ice and then fill this up with water. We will let this sit for the next hour, hour and a half. This will also help to keep your cucumbers nice and crisp as you're turning them into pickles. So these cucumbers have been sitting for about an hour, so I'm just going to go drain off the water and take the ice out, and then I will show you how to make the brine. In a saucepan on the stove, you want to bring to boil a 1/2 cup of water and 1 1/2 cups apple cider vinegar. Pull the plug. Then it is 3/4 cup sugar. Three-quarters teaspoon of turmeric, and I just take it and sprinkle a little bit in. And then I do about 4 cloves. I don't like the overpowering taste of cloves, but if you like the overpowering taste of cloves, then you can add more. And then 1 teaspoon of mustard seed. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. And you're just going to bring that to a boil until it's all combined. Once you've got your brine boiling, you can go ahead and fill your jar. This is a sanitized jar that I ran through the dishwasher. Since I'm just sticking these in my refrigerator, I use these ball plastic lids, but of course if you're going to water bath it, once you've got it full of your liquid to the 1-inch headspace, you put your regular canning lids on, and then you would boil it in your water bath canner for 15 minutes. But since I'm just sticking these in the fridge, I'm using this plastic lid. Once your brine's all combined, you just pour it over the top of the pickles. And it's just enough to fill up a quart-sized jar. Then I'm gonna put my ring on, and I will stick these in the fridge, and then in about 5 days, you'll have pickles. Easy as that.